Senator Josh Hawley, who was the first Republican senator to raise his hand and say that he would challenge the electoral votes for Joe Biden, is now crying. This is following Donald Trump finally conceding to the election, that Joe Biden won the election. This is also following Trump condemning, I mean, obviously I don't believe him, but at least pretending to condemn the violence that broke out by his own supporters who had breached the Capitol building and then proceeded to carry out acts of violence and vandalism. Now, Josh Hawley is suffering some of the consequences, though, for being the first Republican senator to raise his hand and say he would challenge the electoral votes. By the way, he knew full well that there was no voter fraud, and he was just doing it for his political career, something we've detailed on this show before. He released a statement about some of the consequences he's already facing, and he's crying about it, but I love it. He says, "This could not be more Orwellian. Simon & Schuster is canceling my contract because I was representing my constituents, leading a debate on the Senate floor on voter integrity, which they have now decided to redefine as sedition." No. Let's be absolutely clear. The Trump campaign, as Josh Hawley knows, lost around 60 court battles because they failed to provide a shred of evidence indicating that there was widespread voter fraud. Josh Hawley is eyeing a 2024 presidential run, and he decided to make a political calculation to be Donald Trump's, a bootlicking enabler by repeating these ridiculous claims of voter fraud and claiming that he just cares about election integrity. Well, if he cared about election integrity, then he could have had an opportunity to vote on doing something about election integrity, securing our elections, right? Like there was a bill in the Senate to make sure that there was enough security so there wouldn't be voter fraud, to ensure that voting machines aren't tied to the internet so there isn't the potential of hacking, like very legitimate things, to make sure that foreign adversaries aren't hacking into those voting machines. Legitimate concerns, right? But once that was, through unanimous consent, they tried to pass it through unanimous consent. Marsha Blackburn nixed it. But I didn't hear Josh Hawley crying about election integrity back then. But all of a sudden, when it's politically convenient for him, election integrity, what is he going to write his book about? I'd love to know that. How much he loves tasting, the bottom of Trump's boots. Is that what his book is about?
It's just called Nom
Nom Nom. The American people. Yeah, exactly. Perfect title. Perfect
Yummy
title.
in My Tummy by Josh Hawley. Just boot, yeah, just him, just like
pretty good.
It's a great title. Look, I'm sure some obscure right wing like Don't Tread on Me Inc. will pick up that book, Josh. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it, bro. Like Josh Hawley is like this. Doesn't he look like this like red pilled Beto O'Rourke? Like he's like this weird like Beto in the upside down. I don't know. I'm just loving how it's all about him. It's all about him. He's willing to sell out the country for his own political career. Then when he suffers a little bit of consequences, it's all about me, Simon & Schuster. This is so Orwellian. You know what's also Orwellian? An authoritarian government. That's also pretty authoritarian, something that he was pushing for or risking for his own political career.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.